15 signs a man is falling in love with you. Falling in love is such an amazing feeling that is hard to come by. Most people live a whole lifetime without experiencing the feeling of love. Below are 15 signs a man is falling in love with you to watch out for when starting a new relationship. These signs are fully researched and backed by science, so grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. We sometimes find ourselves in relationships that seem unique and think to ourselves, this just might be the one. In some cases, if you are lucky, it might be, but 90% of the time, a successful relationship will require some work on both parties involved. If you have tried everything you can to make a man fall in love with you, but still feel that it's not working, it probably isn't. Understanding how a man feels about you can be tricky, but predictable. You see, men are like babies, and they tend to fall in love much faster than women do. In most cases, men do not express love through words, though they fall in love and express their feelings much faster than women. They usually show love through actions. Let's take a look at some of the signs men show when they are in love. 1. He remembers things you say. If a man thinks that there is something special about you, he will listen to you and remember things you say to him. You see, men are mostly concentrating on 3 things: the food they eat, how much money they have in their pockets, and people who satisfy them in bed. If a man thinks that you are important to him, he will remember the words you speak along with common things that happened between both of you. 2. Treats you like a lady. Some men are gentlemen in all aspects and will treat every woman like a lady due to upbringings. But if he truly loves you, he will always want to protect you, keep you safe, and make sure your needs are met. Understanding your feelings and trying to live up to them is another way a man will show his love for you. On the other hand, if a man does not love you, he will not care about your feelings or try to impress and make you feel comfortable. 3. Part of his plans. If a man is falling in love with you, he will always include you in plans for his future or everyday activities. If he thinks that he has a great thing going for him, he will want to share his dreams, goals, and happiness with you. He will also try to make room in his plans for the things that make you happy because he sees a lifetime with you. If it's always about him and what he wants, he probably isn't in love with you. 4. Tells the whole world about you. Although some men will show off an attractive woman to impress the world and their male ego, a man in love will want his close friend and family to know all about you. In most cases, men don't usually introduce just anyone to their close friends, and if he doesn't think that there is something special about you, you will hear yourself asking him if he has friends at all. 5. Always close to you. Action speaks louder than words. A man who truly loves his woman will always want to be close to her. If he hugs you in public, cuddles you in bed after intimacy, and simply enjoys being around you, you can be sure that he loves you. By being close to you when other men are around, it's his way of telling the world that you are his. 6. Always protective of you. A man who loves you will always try to protect you in dangerous situations without thinking twice. Simple acts like holding your hands while crossing the road or keeping you on the safe side while mountain climbing is a small sign he wants to keep you safe. While you may find his actions nagging and intrusive, he will want to call you regularly simply to check on you and know that you are safe. 7. Doesn't stay angry. Studies show that people who love each other can't stay angry with one another for more than 3 days. If a man really loves you, he won't be able to stay angry with you even in the most bitter situations. Even during the anger phase, he will still try to show his affection for you by helping you out with stuff and making sure your needs are met. 8. Says sorry even when he is right. A man will not apologize to anyone even when he knows that he is wrong. His male ego is to blame, he has too much pride, and apologizing to him is a sign of weakness. A man in love, though, will be kind and considerate towards your feelings when he loves you, and saying he is sorry for stuff even if he is right is a sign that you are more important to him than his ego. 9. Helps out with chores. Men usually think that they are superior to women, and doing household chores is a sign of weakness. Cleaning and cooking should be left to the woman. It's written in their DNA. If a man loves a woman, though, he will always want her to be comfortable and relaxed. If he picks up something that fell from her or helped her to clean or wash the dishes, it's his way of showing her that she is very important to him. 10. Impress your family and friends. One of the ways to tell that a man is not in love with you is when he does not make an effort to impress your family and friends. Getting on the good side of people you care about is very important to a man in love. If he tries to make them laugh, sensitive to their feelings, or always around when they need him, it's his way of showing how much you mean to him. 11. Chooses you over his friends. Men always want to be around their friends because they share so much in common. They make it a habit to have guys' night weekly and in most cases won't take rain checks often. If your man really loves you, he will choose to be with you more often than spending time with his friends. This means that you are really important to him and he enjoys being around you more than his friends. 12. You don't irritate him. Men are easily irritated when interrupted during work, thinking, or when paying attention to something. They simply hate it when they suddenly have to take a break, but if he really loves you, your interruption will be welcomed by a smile, a giggle, or a loving touch. If your man is not annoyed by your intrusion, you can bet your ass he loves you a lot. 13. Always attentive. Have you ever seen a couple at a party where the guy is looking at everything else and trying to get the attention of others instead of his partner? Try watching out the next time you are at a gathering. This simply shows that the man is not in love with his woman and wants to be around others. If your man really loves you, you will be his center of attention even when others are around. 14. Smiles after he kisses you. Men usually feel awkward, and they simply don't like being boxed in with girls they don't like. If your man smiles and looks happy after you kiss him, it is a sign that he is in love with you. A simple peck on the cheeks or lips will bring out a smile on his face. If he looks irritated or interrupted when you kiss him, it is a strong indication that love is not in the making. 15. Respects your opinions. If a man loves you, he will always try to impress you and get your approval. Telling him he did well is like a pat on the back for a job well done. He will also try to get your opinion and advice when faced with tough situations, and if he really cherishes you, he will listen to you and act on it. This action shows that you are more important than his ego, and you mean more to him than his pride. Signs a man loves you deeply. If a man loves you deeply, he will turn the world upside down for you. His whole world will revolve around you, and nothing means more to him than you do. Keeping his promises, respecting your decisions, asking your opinions, keeping you safe, being jealous of you, being protective of you, and wants the whole world to know that you are his, are all signs that a man is deeply in love with you. Signs a man is in love with you but scared. Sometimes a man will be in love with you, but will be scared to say it. When this happens, he will start to act in certain ways when you are around. Simple acts like taking your side when there is an argument, looking at you when you are not paying attention, remember things you said even after a while, ignores you, can't find his words when you are around, and talking about you often are signs he is in love with you but scared to tell you. Actions of a man falling in love. Cuddling, touching your hair or hands in public, holding your hands when crossing the road, helping you out, being there when you need him, kissing you in public, always want to be around you, is never angry at you. You do not irritate him. He looks happy when you are around. He enjoys your company and includes you in all his plans are actions of a man falling in love. As you can see, there are so many ways to tell if a man is falling in love with you and how to tell. Mind you, every person is different and will show their love in their own unique and special way. Though these signs are backed by science, do not use them as a base for your relationship and try to understand the personality of your partner before deciding if these signs should be taken into consideration. If you enjoyed watching this video, please take a moment to share it with your friends and thanks for watching.